Hello everyone, my name is Sunny Dove and welcome back to my Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I hit the jackpot. I found a motorcycle gas tank, turpentine, and a handbrake. And with those items, I think we might have everything we need to repair that motorcycle back in Prim. So we might backtrack to get that at some point. Not right this second, but just exciting to know that we can do that soonish. Otherwise, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Boone. Who kidnapped his wife? Don't really have any lead other than that Manny says nobody liked her.
Howdy. Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
You were a pilot?
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
Lucky you. What do you do in Novak?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Who'd you fly for? NCR?
4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
All right.
Watch your 6 out there.
Now, you go back to bed, old woman. And I'll take your first aid.
Thief!
Uh-oh.
You can't just take that!
Okay, you can have that back. Well, I got caught red-handed somehow. I don't know how she saw me in the bathroom, but okay. Not a big loss. Just a couple of small items. I'm just glad she wasn't more upset than she was. So that's all the upstairs rooms. Go look through the downstairs. How late is it getting? Manny Vargas's room. I already talked to him, so that's kind of pointless. And I'm sure he's in there, so I couldn't steal from him. It looks like nobody's in here. Nope. Teddy bear. I may as well just take all this stuff because I'm so close to my motel room. Boone's room. Now, Boone is at his post right now, so there should be nobody in here. Yeah. Sorry, Boone, but I'm a greedy motherfucker. Don't see any clues in there, and I'm assuming if there were any, he would have found them in his own room. Well, I guess I could go into Manny's room just to, out of curiosity. I mean, I do suspect him. I do, but I can't imagine he would. You take a nap, and I'll just I'll have a look around here. Nope. This would have information. Message, Con Hospitality. Manny, you made the right choice, putting us up and keeping it quiet. This weasel Benny's been twitchy since we stole that package from his boss. Making me nervous as hell. But when I found out we'd be passing through on our way to Boulder City, I was sure we could count on you. Let the other cons say what they want. I know where your loyalty is. One day you'll remember where you belong, and your brothers and sisters will welcome you back like you never left. You know where to find us. Huh. McMurphy. So they're going to Boulder City. This is... Manny... Okay, so Manny put up Benny in the cons. That makes sense. Alright, I don't want to steal from him. But now we know where they're up at Boulder City. So I don't actually have to help him if I don't want to. I know where they went. But do I still want to help Manny? Or Boone? That's the question I have to answer. I like Boone. I definitely like Boone. He seems like a professional. Seems like a hardened killer. Type of guy I could use. Ranger Andy's bungalow.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, somebody did a number in your face there.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that?
Well, he doesn't really seem... He's had the most positive disposition towards Carla, but that could just be a cover or a lie, but he's a ranger of the NCR. Generally speaking, rangers are pretty upstanding citizens. Huh. All right, Ranger Andy.
Look out for yourself.
I don't think it's him. On to the next house. Cliff Briscoe's bungalow. This is okay. This is a house with a lot of dinosaurs. Gun case with a hunting rifle. Nice. Let's repair that together with the one that Eddie is carrying. And I can use Wonder Glue. That is a very highly repaired hunting rifle. It's going to become one of my regular weapons, probably replacing this handgun, to be honest. Let's put it in the number 1 slot. And now that it's good shape as far as condition, I can actually use it. But I need to free up some space for the time being. No first aid box in here. And no clues. That is disappointing. I suppose I could go talk to Cliff. Otherwise, I need to go to the other part of town. I haven't really been very successful in finding clues here. I think Cliff is still open. I hadn't seen him leave the gift shop yet. or he's gone. Okay. Well, if Cliff is gone, I may as well rob the place. As long as Boone doesn't come down through the doors. Looks like I'm home free. Try to pick the door. Closet filled with rocket souvenirs. Wouldn't hurt to take a few. Or I could just take all of them. They might be valuable to someone. Oh, that's a gun. That gun. I don't think I really want those Tinky the T-Rex souvenirs. Alright. Get out of the way, Eddie. I gotta close the store. Well, that's a Dino Bite gift shop robbed. Picked it clean. And we've got a new pistol. Although I'm not sure how good it is. Turn on my light and have a look-see. That gun, 28 damage, bonus critical chance. Uses 5.56. Probably won't use it. Alright, how over-encumbered am I? 22 pounds? Alright. I'm going to gather up stuff and get organized, put things away in the motel room across the way there, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I got my stuff organized here. And I need some food. Eat something. Fridge has food. Gecko steak ought to work. That will be good. So, a new day. Time to look for more clues. I want to help this Boone fella. I don't know so much about Manny, but Manny helped the Cons and Benny, so not exactly on the top of my list on people to help.
Hello.
Especially if he's only going to pay me an information that I already have. I suppose I could sell you one of these things. $300 caps, and then I could just take some drugs to make up for the difference. I don't have a whole lot of Fixer, but I don't really need Fixer. Psycho and Med-Tek are really the two that I need the most out of what you have. I suppose that she didn't know anything about Carla, does she?
What can I do for you?
Nope. I gotta get going.
Bye.
So, who would know about Carla? Alright, looks like Jeannie Mae's not home. Could attempt to unlock her fridge, but... I mean, what's the chances she's gonna have something related to Boone's wife in the fridge? Kinda doubt it. Dresser, maybe? No. Cherry bomb. Dead Brahmin.
Look who's here.
Hello.
What brings you here?
What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Boone. That's that sniper fella. Works in the dinosaur, right? I only met them but once or twice. They seemed real happy together. I really ought to get to know them better. They're probably nice folk.
So she's at least feigning that she doesn't even know Carla's gone. Just wanted to meet you.
Oh, well, I'm Alice, and that handsome stranger yonder is my husband, Dusty. Going on 50 years now. I keep waiting for him to leave me for some young thing with platinum blonde hair and hoop earrings, but he still sticks around. Says it's my cooking. I think it's because I know which Brahmin udder you can milk without getting kicked in the noggin.
As riveting as this conversation is, I think I'm going to have to end it.
Nice of you to visit.
Things treating you all right?
What do you do here in Novak?
Oh, I tend to my ranch. That's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
How's business?
You must mean what's left of it. Somebody's been attacking our animals at night. We're down to less than half of what we had a few weeks back.
Well, tell me what you know about these attacks.
Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes.
Huh. Did you get a look at the attacker?
Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what Nobark says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we still got animals left. Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town. Seems like they've taken to shooting from the west side.
Well, if I happen to come across your attacker, I'll let you know.
We'd be grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure. So long.
Everyone acts like they don't know her. Except for Manny, who doesn't like her. Jeannie Mae says nobody liked her. So he mentioned a man named Nobark. Let's go find him. Dynamo really does look pretty, doesn't it? It's very, very nice looking. What the hell is that? Were you really just sleeping here behind this rock? Are you kidding me? Damn hobo. Screams of Brahmin. Most of what is recorded here is a mess of incomprehensible, psychotic gibberish. It seems to express a general frustration towards a set of Brahmin who are allegedly keeping the author awake at night by screaming inside his head whenever he closes his eyes. Well, it's a grayish-blue mutant.
Howdy.
I've never seen one of those before. It seems we found your attacker. So give me a reward, please.
Find anything?
No one's going to be attacking your corral from now on.
Well, I don't know how you've done it, but I do know how I can thank you. Please take this, compliments of Alice and myself. And help yourself to anything in that freezer over yonder. We got more steaks in there than we'd be able to eat in a year.
75 caps. That is not very much, but I didn't do much work for it either.
So long.
I suppose it's pretty fair. Alright, so he gives us free reign of steaks. I'll take 10 steaks off you. That's some good food. Good eating. Well, they seem like good folks. I don't think that they would sell someone's wife to the Legion. So lead suspects are Manny, Jeannie Mae. I suppose that's it. Manny and Jeannie Mae. And No Bark, if I can find him, I need to talk to him. I don't know what kind of person he is yet. Everyone else seems... This must be the hobo house. Where all the people with really shitty clothes live. And considering they're all in here, let's not try to steal from them right now. The house is unowned, but the items inside are owned. So it must be their belongings, but it's a house for the homeless people. There are houses like that in Good Springs too. It's like there's a bunch of people that sleeps there, but none of them own it. Did I just go back in the same house, or is this a different one? Now this one is completely unowned, but there's a... Okay, key required for that save. Alright, Wasteland Omelet? No. Lots of alcohol. Ooh, Star Cap. Alcohol and Star Cap, worth it. You must be...
What? How'd you get past the guards?
Okay.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
I don't mean you any harm, simple man.
We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Sticky's feeling mighty ornery this day.
We can talk from this distance.
You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you.
I'm just gonna glare at him.
Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening.
What do you know about the abduction of Boone's wife?
Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby, too, for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you ask me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
Who was it went in the lobby?
More rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves.
That's very interesting. What do they call you, No Bark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say's got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
And what's been going on in this town? What have you seen?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says No Bark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says No Bark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, 'cause now they see the predicament we're in.
You're in some deep shit, huh? Chupacabra with an automatic weapon. What else do you know about the deaths of the crow?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
Called a minigun. Not a blunderbuss. Anything else interesting?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
Who do you think is actually at the factory?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts what don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
I see. Well, has anybody in town been acting strange lately?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, 'cause it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Clearly, you must be a saint.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Yes. We never spoke. I want to forget about this conversation immediately, except for the part that actually was useful to me, which was someone strange snuck into the hotel lobby. So that's where we look for our clue. Oh, I love this sky. This dynamo sky is like the prettiest with the orange. Nice. It reminds me a lot of the default 4070 NB sky. And I would use 4070 NB, but you got more caps. You, sir. You, ma'am, I mean, with your exposed midriff there, are a gentle woman and a scholar. Eddie, give me stuff to sell. Actually, you can afford this. I will sell you this AUG. And that pistol. Now, do you have any cool stuff that I want? No. I could get some 12 gauge Dragon's Breath if I wanted, but I already have other kinds of 12 gauge. Probably wouldn't use it. And I just got a challenge done for bartering. And now I have so many caps. I have to go put them away again. Oh my goodness. I immediately regret, well, not immediately. I eventually regret my decision to make this run super scavengy hardcore. And stuff. This won't take long. I will just put, 1,800 caps or so away. My god, I've got 9,300 caps in my safe. That is impressive. Put the food away, along with the alcohol. Oops. Dang it. Misclicks all over the place. I really shouldn't fill up my water bottles from irradiated sources, but honestly, I'd rather have dirty water than purified water because I benefit from the radiation, but... So, I don't know. Considering I'm a ghoul, and purified water is technically not as good for me as dirty water, I guess it's not a big deal. If this was a non-ghoul playthrough, I'd probably implement that rule for myself. Alright, Miss Jeannie Mae.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
What do you think is wrong with Boone?
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. Watch out for strangers.
Well, considering she's in here, I can't really rummage through her stuff. Making up words now. I don't need to ship anything to anywhere at the moment. So, seems the thing to do is to wait until nightfall. She goes to bed, I can go sneak into the lobby and look around. And until then, I guess I'll just chill at the hotel room. Okay, so it's midnight. Got myself a snack. Waited around all day, took a nap. Should be late enough, I think. Jeannie Mae will have gone to bed. But if not, we can wait a couple more hours. She is gone. All right. Money. Nothing in the filing cabinets. Got a safe. 44% chance. Now, if I get locked out of this, not good. I've got plenty of bobby pins. I keep doing this all day. There we go. Bill of sale. Whoa. Okay. We, the representatives of the Consul Officiorum, have this day bargained and purchased from Jeannie Mae Crawford of the township of Novak the exclusive rights to ownership and sale of the slave Carla Boone for the sum of 1,000 bottle caps, and those of her unborn child for the sum of 500 bottle caps. The receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged. We warrant the slave and her young to be sound, healthy, and slaves for life. We covenant with the said Jeannie Mae Crawford that we have full power to bargain and sell said slave and her offspring. Payment of an additional 500 bottle caps will be due pending successful maturation of the fetus, the claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. M. Scribonius, Libo Drusus et al., administrators of M. Licinius Crassus, Consul Officiorum ab Famulatus. Apologize if my Latin isn't perfect there. It's been a number of years since I studied Latin. Oops, that was already off. So, I think we have our slaver. So, do we do the honest route? Now that we know what happened, do we take Jeannie Mae out to be slaughtered, or do we take someone else? Nobark's a simpleton. No one would probably miss him. But it doesn't really benefit me at all to have him killed. Jeannie Mae's the only one that... Manny... I could kill Manny. Manny did help Benny in the cons. But I don't think that punishment fits the crime.
Is everything all right? Awful late to be dropping in unexpected.
Come with me. There's something you should see. In front of the dinosaur.
Okay, if that's what you think.
Well, that was easy. Bit odd she wouldn't question that at all. A man she's just met shows up in the middle of the night, says, "Hey, something you should see outside. Follow me." Okay, Eddie, you wait here. Oops, wrong button. What if I could convince him it was Victor?
Howdy,
Have him
partner.
shoot Victor. I don't think you can do that, but... Victor would just move his personality to another Securitron. Get a move on. Alright, I see Boone up there. Alright, Boone. Do it. Come on. I like how you're not quit. Okay, goodbye. Pearl necklace. I don't have any reading glasses. Why not? It's a clean shot. It's quite the marksman. Alright. Eddie, my friend. Let's go see what Boone has to say about our good news.
That's it then. How did you know?
I found this bill of sale.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here.
Does this make you an outlaw?
No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened.
Right. What will you do now?
I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
This would be a lie. I don't want to go after the Legion, at least not right now. But I could tell him that. Come with me. We could go after the Legion.
You don't want to do that.
We'd kill more with two of us.
Yeah, that might be true. That's reason enough for me to take you up on it, I suppose, but this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
There's nothing left for you here anyway. You may as well go with me. Okay, so I know that by rules of the Let's P, I am not allowed to have more than one companion because my charisma is 2. Rule is charisma divided by 2, rounded down. So my companion limit at the moment is 1. So what I'm going to do is grab this stuff off of Eddie. Alright. Companion protocol terminates. Send our robot back to Prim. And now we just have Boone.
Fine by me.
Boone can carry 40 pounds until I get him a backpack. And then he'll be able to carry quite a bit more. Suppose I could just give him this equipment pack. Oh, he gave us a first recon beret. Cool. For right now, I think we're good. So we've got our companion, Boone. He's a hardcore killing machine. NCR first recon. He'll certainly be a more powerful companion than Eddie. But he does have the downside of being very anti-Legion. He will shoot at the first sight of a legionary, so got to be careful about that because I'd really rather not have the Legion on my ass. Not really
fine by me.
What I want to happen. He's got a scoped hunting rifle, does 60 damage. What does my hunting rifle do? 59? Okay, so they're basically the same. I could trade him, and I could use the scope version. I'll let him keep his scoped rifle. I'll use my own. See what I look like with a beret on. I have a feeling he looks silly. Yeah, not so much a fan. So I'll put the beret up. Along with the pearl necklace. And reading glasses. Alright, let's turn in till morning. what now? That's the question. We may as well go towards Boulder City, I suppose. I don't really care to help Manny. But it would help the whole town of Novak if I did clear out those ghouls. But would I get any reward for it? I kind of doubt it. Alright. Wait, hang on. Hang on. That's not the note I want. For your consideration, I possess a commanding view of the backside of an enormous man-made artificial construct in the likeness of a fearsome reptilian predator. I think we found our fearsome reptilian predator.